And it's just too, he says, such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high. I cannot contain it. I cannot contain unto it. I cannot contain unto it. Whither shall I go? Listen to this. Whither shall I go from thy spirit? Right? Whither shall I go from thy spirit? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. So we might not say, well, God's in hell? There he is. God's everywhere. So you're never going to escape him. Right? And you got to realize somebody who's all this powerful, he don't need your help and blessing. He doesn't need your help to bless you. Only thing he wants you to do is be obedient. He got the blessings. He's this powerful God. He has the blessings. Just be obedient. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light, even the night shall be light about me. Yea, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness as the light as both. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee. For thou hast possessed my reins. Possessed my reins. Thou hast covered me in my... Listen to this. Listen to this right here. So those of you who are pro-choice, right? I hope I don't have anybody here in the congregation, but those who are listening by the way of internet, I hope I have nobody that's in the congregation. But listen to this right here. Listen to this. But thou hast covered me in my mother's womb. In my mother's womb. In my mother's womb. So there's no killing no baby that's in somebody's tummy. He said he has covered him in his mother's womb. So God has a concern even when you're in the womb. You matter to him. You matter to God when you're in the womb. Why would he say, thou coverest me in the womb? So you matter. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully. You better be fearful. See, this is why people don't. This is why people do what they want to do, because they don't fear the Lord. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. See, you got to understand. This is the kind of God that. This is who God is. We have this God that is this powerful, this knowledgeable, that knows us. He knows everything I need. He knows who I need to run into. He knows who I need to stay away from. He knows what I need to gonna bless me. He knows what if I come into certain things that's going to hinder me. God knows everything, and he gives us the instructions of how to make it through this world. He gives us. So for a God that knows everything about you, he provided the instructions. He provided the instructions for you to be able to make it through. He's saying, listen, I know you. I know everything about you. Right? I know everything about you. I know you're down rising and you're up. I know you're uprising and you're down sitting. I know everything about you. I know your thoughts that are far off. And this is my manual right here. These are the words of life for you to go by. If you go by this, you're going to make it. Because I know you got to go by this because I made you and I know everything about you. So you have to go by this. You have to go by the words that I mapped out because I know you. I know you're going to get tripped up into this right here. But so you got to understand not to even go by that because I know it's going to trip you up. God knows. We got to make sure that we don't block our blessings. Don't block your blessing by you getting in your own way. Don't get out of your way. Get out of your own way. Don't stop your blessing. Don't stop it. We're going to turn to Genesis chapter 2, verses 7 through 9. Then we're going to go to verse 18. Then we're going to 21 to 22. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. So God created you. He knows everything about you. He breathed in your nostrils. You didn't create your own air. You didn't create your own air. He breathed in your nostrils the breath of life. You didn't create your own air. Right? None of us is creating our own air. So anybody who think they're all that, go out and make your own air. Go make it. Stop. Matter of fact, while you're making it, hold your breath right now, because you're breathing his breath. You're breathing in his ear, and go create your own air right now. Nah. He provided. He didn't ask for your help. He said, no, I got this. I'm going to give you air to breathe. Right? So he breathed in man's nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. And God, listen how God, how blessed how he blessed man. And the Lord God planted a garden eastward in Eden. Adam didn't even have to plant that garden. God planted it for him. God planted the garden for him. And there he put the man whom he had formed. He made a garden, he put him in it. And out of the ground made the Lord God to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. Now listen to this. Not only did he give him food, but he gave him a beautiful environment. A beautiful environment. You know, people want to go to Hawaii because it looks so beautiful. God gave him a beautiful environment. Not only gave him food, but man, he made it look so good. It was looking good there in Eden. Beautiful environment. Not only was the food, not only was it something that he could eat, but it was good to look at. It was a good sight. God don't need our help. He doesn't need your help. When you get in the way and you mess things up. God don't need your help. He don't need my help. He don't need your help. He doesn't need anybody's help. The only thing that he wants from you is obedience. That's the only thing. But you want to know something like that? If you get too heady and say, oh yeah, God, he wants my praise. Hear the rocks cry out. No, that's right. You know what? I don't need you. I have these rocks right here cry out. I don't need you. You understand me? He don't need us. We need him. He doesn't need us to help. He doesn't need us to get in the way. He will bless you. Just do what he says to do. Just do what God says to do. And you'll be blessed. Don't be hard-headed. That's like saying, you know what I mean? You know, you see somebody needs something and they're over there struggling. I'm going to share one time with you. Me and my brother. I'm going to say something. You all know I went to WVU, but I'm going to say this. Growing up, I was more associated with Pitt than WVU. Yeah, I said it. I was more associated with Pitt. Don't laugh. I know we got somebody in Pitt back there, but I was more associated with Pitt because that's where I grew up out around. And we were working out in Trees Hall. They still have trees down there? We were working out in Trees Hall. And my brother had asked this guy, he was over there working out by himself, he's getting on the bench press. He said, "Do you need some help?" And the guy said, no. And this is kind of funny, but it could have been pretty dangerous. My brother asked me if he needs some help. He said, no. So he went ahead, and he was bench pressing, and he got caught. He got caught with the weight. And the thing about it is, he had a belt, and so he just couldn't just roll the weight off or something like that, or whatever. So he was struggling with it, you know what I mean? The only thing it is, get out of your way. Yes, man, I need help. You understand me? Get out of your own way. You need help. I need help. We all need help. God got the help for us. But sometimes we get in our own way. We act stubborn, thinking that, you know what, I want to feel better about me. See, if I do it on my own, I'm going to feel like that. I'm going to feel like I'm way up here. Because, man, you know what? Look at my skills. Look at my ability. I did it all on my own. Get out of your way. Say, God, you know what? I'm nothing. You got to do everything for me. Oh, yeah. Oh, you want me to do this for myself? Okay, I'll do this. Oh, okay, all right. You know what I mean? Get out of your way. Acknowledge that who he is. Acknowledge that he is the great and powerful God. Not no great and powerful Oz, but the great and powerful God. That's what he is. You understand me? He's a great and powerful God. And if we just do what he says, he'll bless us. We just got to do it. We just got to do it. Because he has the blessing. Look at how he blessed Adam. He blessed Adam in a tremendous way. He gave Adam a place to be. Not no some ran down shack. He gave him a beautiful place to be in. So let's read on. So, and good for food, the tree of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Okay, you need to stay away from that one. That's what he needed to do. All right. And the Lord God said, if it be good, and the Lord God said, it is not good that man should be alone. See, God was concerned about his psychology even back then. See, some people think that psychology, oh, well, Freud. God was dealing with psychology back then. It's not good for man to be alone. It's not good for man to be alone. Why did he knows, yeah, God knows about psychology. He created these brains. He knows about, he said it's not good for man to be alone. Why not? It's not good, right? If you ever spend a lot of time by yourself, it's not good. He said it's not good for man to be alone. I will make him a helpmeet. I will make him a helpmeet for him. And see, listen to this. So God, that's what God did. He said, you know what? It's not good for him to be alone. And see how awesome God is? He didn't just give him a buddy or a pal. I'm so grateful that God didn't just give me a buddy or a pal. He gave me somebody good to look at. You understand? He didn't give me no buddy or a pal. You know, no Fred or Steve. He gave me a beautiful woman to be able to be a helpmeet that I can look at, right? That I can enjoy and share. So that's how God, he treated Adam phenomenal. Look at all these blessings that he bestowed upon. And he didn't ask Adam's help for anything, did he? You right? He didn't say, Adam, I want you to go off to eHarmony.com and find yourself somebody. You know, he didn't say any of that. He said, you know what? I got this.
Preach.
You understand me? I got it. I'm going to give you somebody. And I don't need you to go to no club. I don't need you to go to eHarmony. I got this.
Preach, Bishop.
I got this.
Amen.
You understand me? See, that's what we got to realize. We got to get out of our way and let God have it. You're trying to make somebody fit. You're saying, oh, man, man, you know, maybe, you know, if I squint with both eyes, maybe they might look attractive enough for me. You know what I mean? Man, you know, and if I wear flats, maybe they might be tall enough. You know, if I don't take them around somebody, maybe they won't know that you're illiterate and they can't speak. You know what I mean? You know, you're trying to make something work. God said, I got this. I got it. You're trying to force something to work, and that's why things never work. You're trying to force something to work that should never work. And then whenever you force it to work and you try to stay in there, then that's why everything's a mess the way it is. This woman's getting beat on, or this guy's getting cheated on. Because they're not letting God guide their lives. God, you show me who I should be with. God, you show me the job that you want me to have. God, you guide and provide, because you provided from the beginning. As we're reading, he provided from the beginning anyway. So let him continue. And God, man, God is so great. God made woman out of man. And he did it in such a way. He did it in such a beautiful way. He did it in such a beautiful way. In verse 21, and the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam. So God was an anesthesiologist too. You understand me? He was an anesthesiologist too. God put Adam underneath. He put Adam underneath. God is an anesthesiologist. Caused him a deep sleep to fall upon Adam. Caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam. And he took one of his ribs. You want to know how a woman's going to be compatible? You want to know how he said, you know what? I got the right one for you. I got this. He made woman from him. So she had to be compatible. She had to be compatible because it came from him. That Eve came from Adam. So wait for your one who's going to be coming from you. You understand me? So he was the anesthesiologist. Didn't cause him any pain. Didn't say, oh, ouch, 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 God, that hurts. That hurts, God. God had said, you know what? Sleep. The best anesthesiologist. Didn't need any needles. Come on, church.